What's up, guys? So this is going to be my first impression of Ghost of Tsushima, and this is like the one scene that really got me, and I highly suggest you get this and check this out, or at least check out a review from Young or somebody else like Skill Up, because this is definitely a really good example of feudal Japan and the conflicts that they had to deal with, and I feel like Sekiro did a really good job, but I'm just going to let the scene play for itself. Now that was just badass. Just like the trickery, the ninjery, the thievery, like I don't know. Like this chick is a spitting example of what some of these samurai are destined to be eventually. And like I got the deluxe edition kind of on impulse. It's only 10 bucks extra, but I really didn't expect what I would get. You know, the extra point was cool. I fucking failed here. LOL. That was fucking a noob move. Like, I followed her, okay? I followed her. I don't know why I got caught there, but anyway. The deluxe edition was pretty decent. If you want to, like, get a... I don't know, like, the interview was good. You could probably find it on YouTube now. It's probably not worth 10 bucks. But the interview was really good. Like, it was a translator and a historian for Japan, and one of the guys, the developers, the main developers from Sucker Punch, and they were all having it was just beautiful, and like I highly suggest you like look into that if you played this game, got to the end, and you found some cool stuff about it. This guy's literally like the Batman of Japan. I don't know how to put it. Like it's so like I heard this game being called like a really good Assassin's Creed set in feudal Japan. I heard this being called like the next Sekiro, but it like realistic. Or like the next God of War, but like, I don't know, but this is its own thing, I think. It's not afraid to take some personal liberties, and it also has like a nice respect for this culture, and I think it's a nice refresh thing. And like, in the interview, they say, like the guy said, he mentioned, he doesn't think there's even a movie that's based with Mongols invading Japan. I'm like, really? I think that would have been like kind of an interesting thing. So this, I guess, would be that interesting thing. So, at least in that regard, that's kind of cool. So far, I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice little stealth game, and I like the idea of it, especially with the history behind it. And I like how it takes this hero and it kind of like takes all of his beliefs and challenges everything he's ever learned, and it's a really good way to take history and mesh it with the hero's journey, and I think they do it in a pretty decent way, which makes this game kind of unique more than some of the other ones. I don't know, maybe this is just my take on it. Since this was made by a Western studio, maybe it was just a little bit easier to accept story-wise. But me being a Miyazaki fan and Dark Souls fan, I like the combat a little bit more from Sekiro, but I feel like I can sink a lot more time into this game, a little bit with its open world setting and some of the side quests. Maybe I could expand a little bit and try different things and do different dialogue choices, for example, or, you know, try out, like, I feel like with Sekiro it kind of rewards exploration a little bit, but here, like, I've heard also some reviews, you kind of need to go through the story a little bit and before you buy. stuff like that. I kind of agree, but you know, it's not like without spoilers. I feel like that's just enough. Like, not too many spoilers, hopefully, but I feel like it's a pretty solid game. You know, fuck it. It's a good send-off. And this is really just my first impressions, my first gameplay. I just kind of do commentary over it. I wish I got my reactions to some of this because it's pretty fucking great. Like they talk about Genghis Khan having, or not Genghis Khan, but I forgot his name. I'm gonna be an idiot for this, but the main enemy in this game is Genghis Khan's grandson, and he has this knowledge of the traditions and language and the history of Japan and all this, especially Tsushima and all of like the lords and everything. So he uses that against him, and they bring that up in the lore a lot, and they bring that up in the story. I mean, but I feel like it really shows that like the people that are being attacked kind of have to adapt to that. Like they haven't never faced this foe before, which they say in the interview. And it really makes sense. Like it kind of goes to show like some of the stuff like if you've played Neo before or if you played Sekiro before, you kind of understand. I feel like Neo is like heavily in the fantasy version of Japan, but Sekiro is kind of that middle ground where you have the mix between a realistic conflict and some supernatural ghosts and demons and all that kind of implemented into it, and the spiritual realm implemented into it a little bit. But this is definitely grounded in this realism and this history, and that kind of, it's nice. I like that diversity, honestly. I thought this would be just another clone. It sort of is, but it's kind of it kind of is like the Assassin's Creed feudal Japan era that we never got, and it's kind of dope. Honestly, if you guys want to see me stream this, you can just like fucking like the video, just like, if you even got this far, screw it. I just fucking. Like they talk about this code of honor and everything, but this guy basically has to break his code in order to save his people. Must control your emotions. Sounds like something Liam Neeson would say. It's a very beautiful game. I like the sakuras and the everything. Honestly, this is very reminiscent of some of the E3 trailers I've saw with all the flowers and everything. Like I feel like a future fight's gonna happen here with a final boss, and I think that's kind of scary. I think we end up fighting that chick we just saw earlier. I'm not sure. But yeah, look at these combos. Heavy attack into light attack. Oh, you parried me, fucking bitch. Alright, heavy attack into light attack. Alright, easy. This is beautiful. Do a little 360, like it's Dark Souls. And of course you would let me win. It's fine. I already saw that, like, that dialogue. It's like, damn. I usually strike first, but that depends on if the enemy I'm fighting is able to parry me right away. I'd rather take a blow and test my grounds and see what I'm dealing with first, and then size them up later, right? In the game, I'm probably able to take that risk, but let's see what he's saying. Sorry. You just fuck him up really quick. He can't even do anything. This reminds me a lot of Fable, with the wooden swords and everything, but it's literally the guild. See here, I try to parry. I think I got a parry there. Ah, couldn't tell. I'm also playing this game on hard, by the way, because I ain't no wuss. I want to unlock the Ultimate Samurai difficulty, whatever the hell that is. Wait for the time to make the first move. I kind of suck at parrying, because like the parry time is really tight. Here's where I get it. Here's where I get it, sorry. There we go. Like I said, it's really tight. I have to test the grounds a bit. I feel like on hard difficulty, I'm not going to be getting perfect parries like in Sekiro. Just saying. Like it's like the parries are definitely tighter than Sekiro. With Neo, it's a little like I like the idea because with the stances in Neo, it's kind of like yeah, that was a Sekiro instinct: jump over the spear, try and Gooba stomp him. But you really should dodge into the spear in Sekiro. But I knew you shouldn't do that either, so I just fucking jumped away. Yeah, in this game you just dodge to the side of spears like it's Dark Souls 3, or you like if you're in Dark Souls 3 you'd probably dodge through the spears so you can go behind him and backstab him, but like that's a pretty realistic counter to a spear attack, I guess. Sorta. I mean, I guess some dude would just, you know, see that you're moving to the left slightly and just stab you. So maybe it's not like a good counter. I don't know. That's up to debate, but for a game that's pretty like decent for something to react to. Also, I'm not really sure how to draw my weapon, so I just kind of like awkwardly walk to the side and attack. I just kick his ass right away, so I don't know what the hell that was. With the fucking light attack, heavy attack, and light, heavy. Tell me the virtues that guide us. And they talk about this in the interview as well. Loyalty to our Lord, honor, to fight bravely to uphold the legacy of the clan. It is honor. What does honor mean to you? Protecting people. The ones who can't fight for themselves. Now here's where it gets real. He says that you have to do everything with a purpose, and with courage, and with honor, and I thought it was just like beautiful. It's just good shit. This is just real. It's never easy. Like real life. So it's just kind of human. Literal samurai Batman ninja. God, I was so ready to murder this guy. After everything I've learned, the side steps, the light attack heavy, I didn't even need to use the charge attack because I knew I was fighting a guy with a spear. Like, everything just clicked. And then I just did it. Block. Dodge. Heavy attack. Break guard. Like it was nothing. 9 out of 10 IGN. Recommend.